Hello everyone, Kale here. Just wanted to go over some of the patch notes and some bugs that were causing the game to not work for Budokai Tenkaichi 4. As I go through them, it'll be the ones I found and some of the ones on the changelog that I had no idea about. So we'll get to experience that together, and then I'll show the differences once I've updated my game, and we'll get to see if everything's fixed. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, so here we have Vegeta. If you were to pick Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta or transform into him, the game would either crash or freeze. So here I've picked Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. I'm gonna try to load into a stage, see if it works. And the game froze. So we'll be going back. Alright, so this time I'm going to just be Super Saiyan 2 GT Vegeta. All of his other forms and supers work, by the way, just want to throw that out there. And now I'm going to transform, or try to, I guess, into Super Saiyan 4.
Are you ready? Fine!
As you see here, he transformed just to show you real quick.
I wasted my time.
Everything about him works so far. All the super attacks. Just take my word for it, so they don't have to go through them all. Super Saiyan 2.
My time.
But as soon as you go to Super Saiyan 4, game freezes. Well, you can't see the crash report, but on my screen I can see a crash report. So, we'll move on to the next thing here. Alright, now we're going to try to fuse the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Do note that you can put him on your team, it's just that you cannot pick him yourself. I'm not using with him. Oh, there we go. As you can see, he shows up, but as soon as we fuse, the game freezes. Not a hard crash, but it does freeze. We'll move on to the next thing now. Alright, last thing with Vegeta here is that if you try to do the Ultimate Super Gogeta story mode,
The battle!
Omega Shenron.
since you start out as Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, the game is going to not work as well here. Figures anywhere with Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta wouldn't work. So let's see if this story mode will load, and no, it freezes. So that's everything with Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. We'll now move on to the next character. Alright, for this next character is actually Grade 8 Raditz. Never would have guessed this one myself. Try transforming into him. Just like if you were to try to transform into Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, the game crashes. And yes, this is an error crash and not a freeze. Just want to point that out. Same thing will happen, obviously, if you start the game as Grade 8 Raditz, exactly the same as Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Now, that's for the characters I believe no crash the game flat out. I'm not sure. I'll look into a little more and see if there's anyone else, but we'll move on to the next thing. Alright, so for this one, I gotta get my camera for my hand cam here so you can see Bojack has a bug where if you use his forward super attack when he's transformed, the game will kind of soft lock. Just want to show you how Bojack works fine now. As you can see, I can move around with it just fine.
Off you go!
All the supers working just fine as intended. Let's transform with him now.
Let's end this!
Anything else about him that's fine.
Useless!
All of his abilities. Even his ultimate.
This will finish you off!
Everything seems to be in order here. But I'm going to just use it our way, because I haven't tested this myself. Okay, so it doesn't freeze the game if you just use it, but if you land it, as you'll see, after it finishes, You can no longer move Bojack. And the CPU cannot move anymore either, actually. It's kind of a weird state. As you can see, the damage doesn't go away either. Kind of a soft-locked kind of state we're in. Just wanted to show that off. Alright, so this next bug is with Trunks. And I didn't mention this previously, but I didn't find the Bojack one either. I actually read that one on Twitter as well. This one I did find no on just from playing. If he wins, future Trunks' ultimate attack, the father's umbrella gun, the game will freeze. Sometimes Vegeta will not appear. It happened last time when I was playing with him, but maybe if I do it a couple more times. It's strange. It says in the patch notes that this was fixed, so it's kind of weird to see it's just working now all of a sudden. I'm not using the latest update, by the way, I promise. But I guess we'll move on to the next thing, unless I'll try a couple more things and see if I can get it to happen. All right, so let's see if this works.
Here goes.
Ah, there we go. So there it is. Vegeta doesn't feel like showing up today. And that's what will happen. We will get soft locked like this. Luckily, this isn't the worst thing. Same thing with the Bojack one, by the way. Also forgot to mention. You can still pause the game and just return the character select menu. The game hasn't crashed. It's just soft locked. So we'll move on to the patch notes, actually, this time, because everything else from here on, I have no idea. So with this next one...
Getting away with that.
Here we go. Super Base and Goku's ultimate. And Costume 5 specifically crashes the game.
I hope you'll come back someday. See you later.
I'm reading the patch notes. Look at that costume I used to open that. Everything seems fine. Weird. Alright, for this last little couple of things here, I couldn't get the and Goku Costume 5 Ultimate to crash the game, by the way. I guess it was one of those things where you have to kind of like go out of your way to kind of get it. Or I guess you just have to be kind of unlucky to get it. Or lucky, depending on how you look at it.
I'm gonna be mad if you don't take this seriously.
The last two things I could find that were kind of interesting and not like nonchalant things were apparently Great Saiyaman 2's audio does not work. Like, she is silent just like if she were Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku. And Tenkaichi 3. So you can keep seeing no dialogue from her when she transforms. She seems to still make noise when she transforms. Let's see. She doesn't say anything there, but I don't remember what she did normally. Yeah, I believe they're just like bits and pieces of dialogue that are supposed to be there but aren't. Also a cool little feature to added this update though, I just wanted to point out, not everything is bad about this update, just a couple of fixes that you can. The CPU transforms a lot more often, and in fact in the most recent update they added even more CPU transformation updates. So that's cool. Apparently not all the CPU characters were transforming. As you can see, there are no dialogue there really, except for when she like first launched the ultimate. go ahead and finish off Gohan here and move on to the other thing with Demon King Piccolo. Also, supposedly the frame window has been upped on this, but yeah, it's for second.
Take this!
Seems to make pain noises. There's no like actual Oh, she seemed to talk there at least. So it just seems like some dialogue was missing. So the thing here was, they added a lot of giant forms for the Namekians. All of them have one now, in fact. Piccolo has one, Orange Piccolo has one, Nail has one, and Demon King Piccolo has one. So if we go into here, yeah, his giant form is in here. Weird. I wonder if I go and can select him. See, you can still pick Giant Form King Piccolo. I just guess you can't transform into him, is the deal here. Let's see. After this, we'll of course get into the new patch. Looking forward to that. There was also a couple of character adjustments, but it's probably not things you would even notice. Probably just some like minor tweaks. Goku Ultra Instinct, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, Bobbity Sing Shenron, Super Saiyan 3 Broly, Topo got a Destruction Form. Fighting style has been adjusted, I believe. Those characters. So that's pretty cool. I guess they fit in with the new combat update that they added. They added some new combos. Let's see if I can show them. I'll try to do it again. Switch over to Demon King Piccolo. There he is. I think you can revert. Let's see. No, I guess not. Yeah, you really can't transform into him. I guess the game isn't really like considered him like a transformable character. It probably treats him separately as what the deal is here. Alright, we'll move on to the next thing. Actually, there was one thing I forgot. Here, I'll read some of the patch notes, though, for the other things I could have shown, but that don't really matter. But this one's more of the more interesting ones. The last thing, I promise, I'm going to actually go into the next update after this. So, let's see here. Harble, I believe, did more damage than he should have with his Super Attack 1. Goku Ultra Instinct Super Attack 2 can go on indefinitely, apparently. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta's Super Attack 2 can also go on indefinitely. So that's their 4 super attacks, just to be clear. And taunting debuffs. So this is a new thing they also added, where if you press L1 and then circle, you can taunt, and it reduces your opponent's ki while giving you blast gauge. Now, if my opponent's guard was broken and they were in the state where they need to recover ki by mashing the button in order to like regain their like senses or stamina, however you may call it, if you were to taunt while they were doing that, it would reduce it, essentially like putting them in a state where they can no longer fight back. Same thing would also apply if they were trying to charge to max power. If you were to taunt, it would just take all the way their max power, like, gauge, I guess you could say. before they actually got to max power. Now, the thing I want to show you with Cell Max that's pretty interesting is his sports level, actually. I'm just going to use it a few times, and I think he'll start getting me out of there as we go on. Yeah, it can reach from pretty far away, to say the least. We'll see what the limit is here. I'll kind of try to inch forward to him. But as you can see, this is a pretty big gap. What if I were to go up and down? Still kind of reaches. That is a big super attack range, to say the least. One more time. See if we can hit. Or I'll try to hit one more time. I'll do a little hit. Yeah, there it is. That is a pretty big range. Luckily, we'll get to see the difference in the update, so let's move on to that. Alright, we're in the most updated version now of Budokai Tenkaichi 4. We're going to try out some things now. First off, we'll start out with Great Saiyaman 2. She has her voice lines back. She is no longer a mute. Which is great. That you'll see as soon as I transform. Right away, she has some voice lines. That's pretty good. So speaking of these one's super attacks now. That's pretty good. Gotta love the Budokai Tenkaichi 4 devs. I'll admit I was a little worried there because I honestly love this mod for Budokai Tenkaichi 3. But they came out with this pretty quick. And it's wonderful to see. As you can see there, also, when I talk, it doesn't reduce her maximum power. So she's at maximum power anyway.
You can keep up with me? Ready to give up? Get ready!
That is a long pose. Throwing right now. Oh my goodness. She's making the comeback on me.
Move it! Outlander, eat up! Get out of here! Time to finish this!
Yeah, with that being said, let's move on to the next thing. Small thing, but also amazing.
While Great Saiyan Woman is here, evil will never prevail!
Alright, it's time for Monkey Mode. Or not. Only stages with a full moon. Does this stage not have a full moon? That's a little awkward. Scene transition! Oh shit, I forgot to cut. Alright, so much for that, huh? Anyway, let's turn into a giant gorilla. There he is. Functioning grade 8 Raditz. Apparently he's a tired boy. Also, he can talk. That was something mentioned in the patch notes, I believe, for the last update. Got like a big like echo to his voice. It's essentially his normal voice. There you are. Like kind of like an echo reverb on them, I guess you could say. That's pretty cool. Couldn't experience that before because, you know, the character wasn't functioning. But yeah, great Raditz. On to the next thing. Alright.
Are you ready? Fine.
Here we are. Demon King Piccolo can finally transform. There it is. Here's the transformation.
You know nothing of my power.
Boom. Beautiful. Alright, here's our boy Cell Max. Let's see how smaller this is. Alrighty, that took a bit longer to hit. And look at that! I'm not reaching all the, like, 2/3 of the way across the map. Let me see if I get a little bit closer, though. No, still cut. You didn't hit. That's honestly a lot better, because being able to hit across the map is kind of ridiculous, I'd say. You know, obviously it should be bigger than a normal super explosive wave because it's a giant character. Let's see. This should be close enough. Just barely hit him. Yeah, as you can see, that's a good amount, you know, more reasonable. We'll finally move on to the last thing, the best thing, of course.
It seems I might have a good fight with you.
Shadow Dragon! You really think you can take on a Saiyan?
Ready? Fight!
It's our boy! He's back! Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta.
Predictable.
Final Shine attack being super useful, I'm not gonna lie.
can't dodge this.
Come get some! What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
You have to do better than that.
Oh no! What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm not gonna lie though. That throw Omega Shenron does is pretty dang cool. Yeah, but I just did.
What are you doing?
Now you can finally fuse into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta,
View?
as it was meant to be.
Shun? Ha!
Portrait even changes before I even become one. They're kind of crazy. Now that is pretty dang cool. Gotta say.
Here goes! It's over! High stakes! I'll send you to the next world with this. What's the matter?
Gotta say, thank you, Budokai Tenkaichi 14, for all that you did for us in the Budokai Tenkaichi series.
That's the end of you.
I can't wait to look forward to more in the future. And I hope the rest of you who watch this have an amazing day. And Merry Christmas. And Happy New Year's. See ya!